What's going on, guys? TKD123 back in a video, and today we're going to do another installment of music and history, right? I think I'm going to keep this on Mondays, right? I think I'm going to do, every Monday we do music and history, because, you know how it goes. So today we're going to be doing a up-and-coming rapper that, most people don't really know, not really aware of, but if you're a diehard J. Cole fan, if you're a diehard Dreamville fan, then you pretty much know this guy. His name is Boz. He's a rapper that got onto Dreamville through J. Cole, and he has 2 albums right now. He has Last Winter along with Too High to Riot, so definitely check those out if you guys, are interested in this artist. And let's get right into the facts. Jay-Z, the Jay-Z, once gave him two $2 bills, right? So Jay-Z once gave him $4, right? And the story goes that Boz was up on stage doing a set. This was when he was getting, bigger and bigger through J. Cole and through Dreamville and all that. And Jay-Z was actually in the crowd. And that was the same night that Jay-Z, I believe, gave J. Cole, I forget if it was his watch or a chain, but that's another story for another day, right? But the story goes that, Boz got off stage after a set. Jay-Z came up to him and said, "Hey, man, great set, dope, that was awesome," and gave him two $2 bills, right, to make a total of $4. And Boz still has this in his wallet and said that he'll never spend it, he'll keep it forever. And that's a pretty cool story, I mean, Jay-Z gave the man, $4 for doing a dope set, and not even just 4 singles. It was actually two $2 bills, which is pretty legit. Boz was actually born in Paris, right? He did out that he lived in the Middle East for around 3 years or so, but he was born in Paris and then moved to Queens when he was about 8 years old, right? And he really does see Queens as his real home. And quote, he says that I got there at such an age that it feels like home, right? So it was right when he was 8, right? When he was becoming aware of the world and actually interacting with life, not as a child, but as someone that can understand things in a more clear way. When you're 8 years old, right? That's when you start to remember things and all this good stuff, where you really form who you are as a person, right? And so he definitely associates Queens with his he wants to put NYC rap back at the forefront of hip hop, right? And obviously, NYC rap hasn't really been a big thing as of late, and you can arguably say that it hasn't been for a couple of years now, for I want to say maybe 10, years. I'm only 18. I don't really know, when it was huge, but, I've heard that it is, it was mainly big in the 90s, right, with, Biggie and Tupac and all that good stuff. But he wants to, bring that back. He wants to put NYC rap back at the front of hip-hop. And he wants to do it in a very, different way than what you would usually think, it could be done, right? He wants to do it through a different way of sound to the music, right? He wants to do it in a different way where people can vibe to it. And that's cool, man. He's a man on a mission. He has great music, and that's just awesome, man. J. Cole actually encouraged Boz to start rapping. He felt that being a rapper wasn't a viable option in life, right? He kind of felt like it was very risky to be in the music industry and actually become a rapper and take that chance and dedicate time towards being a rapper. That he felt that wasn't a viable option, right? He just felt that that was a path that could ultimately lead to failure. And it was one day when J. Cole heard this stuff, and he was like, "Hey, man, you can do this, dog. You can do this. You have talent. You can for sure do this." And here Boz is now, man. He has 2 studio albums. He goes on tours, and he is signed with Dreamville under J. Cole, one of the biggest rappers right now in the rap music industry. So that is, that just shows you, man, a little bit, dollar in the dream is all you need, so. And the last fact we got for today is that he was actually raised Muslim, all right? His father and mother, they are devout people of that faith, and they, pray 5 times a day and do all the things that come with being a Muslim, right? And he describes himself as being a moderate, right? Where he described it as he respects the faith and he uses it as a guide in his life to a degree, right? But he, he still drinks, he still smokes, he's not as devout as his parents, and that's he said because he was raised in New York, right? He was brought up in America, right? And his parents obviously weren't brought up in America, but he was brought up in the heart of Queens. You know what I'm saying? So that's just who he became. That's who he is. He even describes himself as a New Yorker, and like that's just how he sees it. That's just how he feels, right? It's not that he has any disrespect or hate towards religion. It's just that he just was molded to be a New Yorker more than what his parents were. And on that note, that's all we got for today's installment of Music and History. I think I'm gonna do this every Monday. We're gonna keep it Mondays. You know what, guys? I'm calling it right now. Monday Music History every week on the channel. Check it out. Let me know down below what artists you want me to dive into and bring some facts to the channel, right? Maybe you want Rihanna, Janae Aiko, I don't know, Big Sean, 2 Chainz, I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below. Let's have a conversation. And while you're down there, check my description. You can find my Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, all the good stuff. You can follow me on there. So I'm doing my Snapchats, always popping on my Snapchat. And if you guys enjoyed the content, please leave a like, subscribe, share the video with your friends. Greatly appreciate it as always. The comments, likes, all that good stuff, all that support. I very do, hold it dear to my heart and appreciate all that you guys, do with the videos. And that's all I gotta say. So as always, I got you.